Hello, members of the Pride, and welcome to Lion Plays Shortest Trip to Earth. This is a roguelite game where you are in a spaceship that has been stranded in the middle of space, and your job is to make it home using any way possible. This is a survival type game. It's also a very difficult game. It can often be extremely challenging. As a matter of fact, we're going to be playing on Challenging. And a great big thank you to Interactive Fate and Interactive Fate and Iceberg Interactive for sending me a key to this game and inviting me to participate in their content creator challenge. I truly appreciate that offer. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Consider this my submission into that, and I would like to go ahead and get started. Let's start with something. Let's start with kind of a bit of a tutorial. I've, as you can see, I've played a bit into this already. I'm going to be starting from the beginning, and I'm going to make my way entirely through. As far as I can. Hopefully I'll make it all the way to Sector 10, but I don't know. I doubt it. You can go from here into various types of ships. I have opened up one called the Blue Star. I'm actually very curious about this. I haven't played the Blue Star yet. It comes with 4 weapon slots, a nuke slot, 27 other types of slots, and you'll see where that comes in handy in a few minutes. The base accuracy of 25%, deflection 50, evasion 15, starting crew of 12, hull points 30, and the survivability rating is only a 4 out of 10, but I feel confident. Okay, so on this page, we have a lot of stuff going on here, and I should probably explain what's going on here. These are called fate points, and with the fate points, I can use them to buy little perks here and there to make my run a little bit easier and give me a few bonuses. To help you understand the icons, this icon is ship hit points. Then we have organics, fuel, metals, synthetics, explosives, exotics, xenodata or credits. This is accuracy, the ship deflection, then the ship evasion. Each one of these is a kind of an important stat. It's something you have to pay attention to. This over here is your crew, including your little pet and even like a little apparently I have a pet slime as well. I didn't realize I was going to be starting with two pets. And also we have a drone, which is kind of cool. Looks like he's going to be good with ship sensors. That's nice. I've never played the Blue Star, so I don't know what it comes with. I'm going to take a few minutes to get myself set up. I'm going to need to set up the ship. I'm going to need to set up all of my perks here. I'm going to need to set up all of my my cast and crew here, and that's going to take me a bit of doing. So I'm going to turn off the video real quick. I'm going to get all of this set up, and I will be right back. A malfunction in our ship's hard warp drive has gotten us all sorts of badness. Stranded away from all possibility of refueling. Only option, freeze ourselves and head to the nearest star. Yeah, I didn't read that properly, and who cares? Does it really matter? You can read for yourself. Because 5 years later, this game begins. Alright, so we ended up, I got a bunch of perks, and I got a lot of upgrades, and I did all that different special stuff that I had planned to do, and now I have to do even more stuff before we get any further, because now I need to install all of our new our new pods and things and all that, and I need to assign all of our crew and all of our drones and all of our pets to their various different Jobs. Now, just to kind of quickly explain the different jobs we have here, each person here is basically assigned a particular role. The roles are up here. There is bridge skill, which is basically how well. Well, I'll tell you, I can just kind of explain right here. It allows you to remotely operate all other modules, and it gives you basically bonuses to your ship evasion. You have the sensor skill, which increases your sensor range, both long and short. You have your gunnery skill, pretty much self-explanatory. You have your shield skill, which allows you to basically, whenever you have shield generators, it shortens the amount of time it takes for you to get them regenerated, basically, because like if you lose shield points, it basically allows you to keep adding and adding and adding more. You got your repair skill, speeds up your repairing, self-explanatory. Your ability to fight fires, of course. Your particular hand weapon if you happen to get into a battle, and your hand weapon skill, how accurate you are. Your gardening skill allows you to increase your organics in a garden of such. Your science skill, which allows you to... this is kind of an interesting ability because it allows you to be able to not only learn... gain credits in the laboratory, but also allows you to increase the amount of credits you get in events. And because since credits are actually Xeno data, credits are basically your data is currency in this game. What your scientists produce is essentially your money. Go figure. You've got your warp skill, and that's how that affects how fast you can get your warp drives going in an emergency. This is how much food everybody eats, and then how fast they can move, and this is, of course, the assignment that you're under. You can also put people in cryostasis should you want to. That kind of goes over all the basics. This is how many slots for each different thing is currently available in your thing here, in your ship. So again, I have a lot of work to do, so I will be right back. Alright, I went ahead and finished setting up all of my presets. So now I've got my crew and my crew and power presets all kind of ready to go. So for example, if I'm currently in peacetime, so if I press this, everybody will go to their peacetime, and if I want to go into a more wartime footing, I just have to press this button, and everybody will run to their various spots in order to, be more warlike. And then when I'm done, I can just put them right back, and they go back to their respective spots. I have two mini groweries going right here. I have two science labs going. I went and replaced the 6-slot cryo chamber for a cryo dream recorder, and also put another cryo dream recorder over here. And I have two of my pets that are otherwise mostly just useless in these, and while they're dreaming, their dreams will be recorded as Xeno data, which means they basically their sleeping gains me money. So that's always a good thing. I replaced the sensor over here. I basically switched these two out. I want the sensor back in the back rather than in the front. I would much rather have the point defense in the front. I do have another point defense back here to cover the back, and also in case anything happens to slide through these two, it can happen. Other than that, all of these are relatively the same. Yeah. I don't really have anything else that I think I need to do at this point. So now, how is the basic gameplay? As you can see, we are here floating in space. This is the star chart right here. and this is the sector chart. Basically, this is currently the star system we're in. This is the entire sector that we're in, and we're at this star. And then I can go to the ship, my ship itself right here. If I want to bring up my cargo, I need that button. If I want to look at my overall stats, my ship info, like for example, my asteroid defense is currently at 52, and my star map speed, the range, whether I can detect stealth, things like that. I can kind of look at that there. If I actually want to look at the power breakdown, I can show what goes where. I'm not really sure why we need to know this. Why we need to specifically know this. I'm not really sure. But I do know that we need to improve our power probably as quickly as possible. Right now we have enough power to cover everything, but we kind of need more. And then this is the interior of the ship. This is the exterior of the ship. This comes in handy because sometimes the ship will sustain damage, but you won't see it here. You'll only see it here. So that's good to know. And also we have an SOS beacon should we like suddenly need help, find ourselves stranded somewhere, who knows. And I had already mentioned that these are the different assignments. This will give us a general overview of our economy. As you can see right now, we're losing fuel and organics, but we are gaining credits, science, and, well, we're okay for that. And this is the overall amount of everything we have, including the fact that we currently have no fate points. So, all in all, I think I like our setup the way it is. I will go ahead and kind of do this first area here just to kind of give you an idea of what the game is like. As you can see, our big sensors area here has started analyzing this area right here. Sometimes we can go into a new area and it'll pop up with something we hadn't seen before. You also may have noticed like the little green thing. I'll show you real quick. See how we burn organics and yet we're gaining data. This is because as we're moving, time is passing, and all the stuff that we have going for our peacetime stuff is all going. So let me just go ahead and go in here, and I'll show you a typical type of planetary exploration, or and such. We have explore. It'll cost us some fuel. Eco-harvesting is easy here because the local system is Earth-like and harvesting technology does not need any adjustments. Now, it is important to read these things because sometimes they tell you like, hey, there's a risk here. Hey, if you try to harvest here, you'll destroy the environment, stuff like that. And this is important because you do want to pay attention to your fate points. Because your fate points will basically decide like how successful you can be in your next run through. Now it does say it's easy. We don't have to worry about making any adjustments. We could probably safely eco-harvest and not worry. But if we leave it untouched, we'll probably gain a fate point. At this point, I think we do need to research and eco-harvest because early on, we just want to be able to make sure that we're covering our butts and gathering as much stuff as possible. Obviously, this is going to put us over, and this gives us the ability. We can either convert the excess to fuel, or we can craft a pack that basically goes directly into our storage here. That's kind of why I wanted to do this. I wanted to kind of show you that. In some circumstances, like for example metals, you can't convert metals to fuel. All you can do is dump them into space. But there are some things that will convert into fuel, and everything can be converted into a pack that you can crack open later. I'm sorry, I'm yawning. I'm afraid it's very late in the evening for me when I'm recording this. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and craft that into a pack, and let me continue on with my exploration here. This is a gas giant. Gas giants often have harvestable fuel, as you can see. A thin layer of harvestable fuel. Okay, so atmospheric is mild, but a few small plasma storms are detected, which means there is a risk in harvesting. But it went as smoothly as possible, and it was no big deal. All right. Let's continue searching around just in case. Ah, there we go. Now, this is a good reason why you want to make sure that in this particular case, I have a drone doing my sensors, because my drone actually has the best sensor skill bonus. So it's actually really good. Because it's scanning a very large radius, and it picked up these organic objects. So let's go check it out. It is a bunch of dead bodies drifting in space. Their condition suggests they were prisoners thrown out the airlock, probably pirate victims. And we gain organics, which, considering that's also a food source, I'm a little nervous that we just did that. Now, did you notice that the sensors there shrunk and got larger again? That's because this here is basically kind of like a space cloud. When we have clear space, we have full sensors, but when we go into anything that obstructs vision, our sensors get reduced. So just something, again, to pay attention to. We've kind of gone in a big circle now in the full orbit. So let's get up our sector map, and let's look at our next area. We've got what appears to be a completely empty star. I mean, there might be something there, but for here, we definitely have a planet. So I think I'm going to head to the planet, and we pop right in there, and we have a new sector. Now, in the interest of time, I'm not going to go through every single star system, every single sector in everything I do. I think before I am going to turn this off. When something new happens, I will pop the cameras back on, but for interest of time, I'm only going to record the things that are new and that you haven't quite seen yet. Okay, so this is something that you haven't quite seen yet. We popped into the system, and we're immediately confronted with these two big circles. These circles are indicative of there is a presence of some sort. Green means that it is a beneficial presence, and the red usually means a hostile or some sort of hostile presence. The green usually means something, there's trading and something going on. Red means that it's probably going to attack you, or maybe try to trick you into some sort of embezzlement, something something negative. Almost every time, red means something's going to attack you. So I did pause the game. I had to wait for us to kind of pop into the system. And I'm going to go ahead and go over here and show you we have, sure enough, as soon as our sensors kind of got into range here, of the Rat Emporium space station, they also had some sort of like bad guy coming. So I paused the game. We're going to put ourselves into a wartime footing, because that's a red ship. Most likely he's going to come and attack us. So I'll put up the thing again. All right, approaching ship. We detect two small Rat Empire ships approaching. Tactical weapons range. They're using some sort of auxiliary jamming. So open communications. Rat Empire official. Alien vessel. This star system is Rat Empire property, and according to local rules, all alien visitors must pay the property tax, property visiting tax, or be immediately destroyed. In other words, they're trying to hustle you. I don't feel like paying anything, and I'm definitely not going to bribe him. I'm going to fight him. That way I can show you guys what combat is like. And we're also going to get a third ship. So this is... Oh, yeah. This is going to be a heck of a first fight here. And they even snuck up from behind me. You little weasels. So, alright. Now, as you can see down here, we have a variety of weapons. We have a total of 4 slots for weapons right now, and we even have the ability to fire our nuke. Do I really want to fire our nuke right now? We are up against 3 bad guys, but I think maybe I can probably take them without too much hassle. I mean, it is like the first fight of the game. Let me go ahead and show you what we're dealing with here. This would be a typical rat ship here. And what I like to do, there's a couple of different schools of thought here. And it kind of depends on what each ship has on how I like to fight it. Now, as you can see down here, they have an available amount of power. If you can take out their power, for example, this thing, well, if they have no power, they can't run anything. And so it would essentially make them dead in the water. So taking out their power sources is a very viable and powerful thing to do. As you can see, they have a deflection bonus, which means that that's a percentage chance that anything we shoot at them is going to be deflected off. There are a lot of weapons that prevent, that basically like negate deflection, but typically speaking, anything you fire off at this thing is going to have a 25% chance to just have it reflect off entirely. And of course, the ship evasion, that's a set percentage to, you know, how accurate you are. They have no accuracy bonus against us, and they have 2 crew, which means I could theoretically gun down their crew. I don't know. I have never tried to actually like kill the crew and try to save the thing intact. I don't think it works that way. I'm pretty sure that if you kill all the crew, the ship just immediately explodes. And if you happen to have anybody on, if you decide that you're going to try to board, like if say I try to grab like Sean over here and I send him over here and he kills both of these guys, if that happens, then basically it starts to self-destruct. And if I don't get Sean off of there and back here as quick as possible, he'll die in there as well. Personally, that's not my favorite way to do things. I don't really like to mess with stuff like that. So what we're going to do here is I've got 4 different weapons. As you can see here, this weapon never deflects. As a matter of fact, let me just move this up here so it's a little bit easier to see. This weapon never deflects, and it's an EMP. This is a very powerful weapon right here. An EMP basically means that whatever I shoot over here is going to get zapped, and it's going to be impossible for it to be used for 20 seconds. It says 20S, so that's 20 seconds. As you can also see, let me go ahead and click on this. I'll show you some stats here. This is the weapon reload time, which means every 10 seconds this thing can fire, and it is adjusted by how good your operator is. This is the accuracy for this particular weapon. This is the damage radius. So basically, as you can see, that little red circle there, that's the radius of what this weapon will hit. This is, of course, it says never deflects. This little symbol here means that this is the damage it will do to shields. Now, this thing doesn't currently have any shields, so basically it's going to be useless against that thing, except, of course, for the EMP, which is the reason why I'm going to fire this thing directly at this thing here. at the power source. If I can shut down the power source, effectively, I shut down the ship. And then I can just kill it at my whim. So that's what I'm thinking I'm going to do with this guy. Then we have this weapon here. Oh, you know what? I never did complete that. Then we have, of course, this laser can potentially hit crew and cause some damage. It has a high chance of setting a fire. In this particular case, it has a 100% chance of setting fires anywhere I fire it, which is also another very good reason for me to just start blazing away at his power source, because I might be able to just destroy it right out the gate. Anyway, moving on to the other weapons. This has the same thing, but you can also see this has an asteroid defense bonus. There are asteroids in this game and asteroid fields, and so this weapon helps to defend against those. You may also notice that we don't have just a shield, but we also have ship hit points and damage to modules. In other words, this weapon is capable of damaging all three of those things, and it does 3 points total. Now, that's not 3 points to each. So if this thing has a shield, for example, it's going to do 3 points of damage to the shield. And then once the shield is gone, it'll do 3 points of damage to the hull, or if I'm targeting a particular module, in this case the laser right here, or perhaps the engine over here, then it will do 3 points of damage to that module, assuming, of course, that it hits. And we have the same thing with all of the mining lasers as well. And then we have the fuel tank nuke. Different nukes do different things. This particular nuke has a very large radius. As you can see, it's a very big radius there. Everything in that radius gets blasted. It is a high damage. It is a 100% chance of hitting crew, 100% chance of setting a fire, ignores the shield, and never deflects. So this is a fairly powerful weapon, but I only have one of them. So how am I going to fight this battle? It looks like I've got basically a duplicate of the same ship over here. In fact, all three of them look like just duplicates of each other, really. There's not much of a difference to these. There's very, very mild differences, but hardly anything even worth mentioning. I'm actually kind of leaning towards maybe just blasting the engines, because that'll ruin his evasion. You know what? The evasion's low enough that I'm not worried about it. All right, let's just go ahead and we're gonna fire this weapon. I think I'm gonna use this weapon to blast the shield right here, and just sort of lock this guy down as much as I can, hopefully. And then for this, I think I'm just gonna fire on the bridge. And we're just going to go one here and one here. And then since we're kind of locking this guy down, we should also be causing some damage while we're locking him down from the fires and such like that, or at least I'm hoping to. So I think I'll go ahead and just fire on this guy as well. Now, is it smart for me to be firing on 3 different ships? Maybe, maybe not. I guess we're going to find out. Let's go ahead and unpause. And I did put on everybody on... Yes, I did. I often forget little details, like turning on the fact that I need to be on a wartime and peacetime setting. I'm kind of bad about that. Okay, so as you can see, we're already popping... you can see there's damage being done to each of these guys. This really hasn't been doing much, but my plan over here has worked. We have shut down this guy's engine. And we've pretty much shut down all of this as well. And there's a fire going. So we're doing a pretty good job here. This is causing damage. This is causing damage. And as you can see, they're hardly doing anything to us. One's already down. Now, it should be noted that if you do not redirect your weapons, those weapons will simply not be used at all. So what I like to do is, after a given point, since I'm already just sort of shutting this guy down, let me get back over here, and I just sort of redirect all of my weapons, and I just reassign everything. Even though, I mean, technically I haven't changed this thing at all, I'm just going to change it anyway. Because, you know, why not? I may as well. And I'll just do that. That way I know for sure that all of my weapons are definitely being reassigned the way I want them. This guy still has hardly done anything, but I've pretty much shut him down and made him a sitting target. And that guy is toast. So now I can just come right over to here, and we'll just 2, boom, 3, boom, 4, boom, and 1 was already targeted. You know what, 1, we're just going to target that bridge, and maybe start a fire there. And meanwhile, our shields are holding just fine. We have taken no damage. We were really not under any threat whatsoever from these guys. And we are just obliterating this dude. One more volley of... and he should be dead. Excellent. All right, then we salvage whatever they left behind. And, well, sure enough, we're back to this thing. Let's go ahead and just craft another pack of that. Into here, and as you can see, we have some salvaged modules. We have actually some rather interesting looking stuff here. We've got an integrity turret, 2 integrity turrets actually. We have a multi-container, and we have a fast fang laser. I'll have to decide whether I'm going to use these on my ship or not. But for now, that kind of gives you an idea of what combat is like and what it is like to be in a combat situation, and what these different circles mean. I'm going to hop myself over to this space station just to give you an idea of what space stations are like. And as you can see, once we entered that red, we had another ship coming towards us. But I wanted to show you what space stations were like. In fact, let me... well, you know what? We're about to get attacked, so I'll just go ahead and keep us on a wartime footing. This is a typical star base. You can buy and sell your various necessities over here. Right now, I'm not really planning on making any major purchases, but I do have 329 329 credits, so I might do some purchasing. Who knows? Maybe on the modules. But here, you can repair your damage, whether you want to, if I had any damage, which of course I don't. But if I did, I could click that button and it would show me everything. If I wanted to just mark critical damage or anything that the crew could not repair. Because it is possible for the crew to do repairs to your ship. As you can see, I have a person set to be... Actually, I have 2 people set to be my mechanics. And also, I have 2 droids set for fighting fires. They can do internal fixes, but anything that's exterior or critical damage or anything that's just extensive, it has to be done here, and that's what this is for. Then we have the modules tab, where if I wanted to, I could look through the different modules, and I could decide if I want to buy any of this stuff. Some of this stuff can be quite useful, depending on what my strategy is. And I'll have to decide what I want to do with that. And then with the final tab, we can hire new crew. And some of these crew members can be quite impressive in their skills. So, it's worth taking a look at it just to see if this is something you want to deal with. So that is the starbase, and that is combat. That gives you a general idea of what you're looking at when you're playing this game, other than, of course, just the specifics within the game. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the camera, and I'm going to turn it back on during all of the basically all the boss fights. Unless something just really unusual pops up and I go, oh, hey, you should take a look at this, I'm going to keep the cameras turned off simply for the sake of time. As you can see, this video has already gone on for some time, and so just for the sake of time, I'm going to only be recording boss fights from this point on. Or if I think I'm about to die, I'll turn on the camera and I'll record my death for you as well. So here we go. All right, so I have made my way across the sector here. I am all the way at the end at the exit. And let me get out of this. And I am about to enter the warp gate. This is the first sector boss. Sector 1 boss. The Rat Empire Gate Guard. This long-range warp gate is property of the Rat Empire. Those who wish to pass must pay the gate tax. I warn you that those questioning the Imperial rules for everyone else will be executed. And I have a nuke. Well, buddy, guess what? I have a nuke too. I am ready for battle. All right, so this is the Sector 1 boss. He's a bit of a handful. But I think he isn't anything that I have to worry about since I've defeated him many times before, and I actually have a pretty amazing ship. Sorry, something's happening outside my door, and I need to stop the video real quick. One moment. Okay, we're back. I don't know what that was about. All right, so we have, what have we got here? We have a guy with a lot of shields and a lot of hit points. His evasion is okay. His deflection is pretty good. His power is amazing. So can we... What can we target? Should we target his power? It looks like doing that... well, we could target his shields and his shield generator. Actually, you know what? We could target this whole area right here and cripple him pretty bad. He's got 3 point defense systems, though, so I don't think nukes would be the best thing to use here. Since that would literally be their only target, they would just be firing at my nuke, and that's it. They would shoot it down in a heartbeat. There's no, I'm not gonna waste a nuke that way. But I think that this is not a bad use of our time here. We can just sort of launch everything towards this area and see what we can strike. And if we happen to hit the, I'll tell you what, let's change this one to there. If we happen to hit the bridge or any of these things, terrific. Then that's awesome. Wow, tech artifact. I mean, I could target the their energy sources, but I kind of think maybe, because yeah, all the energy sources are on the edges. I'm already kind of taking a risk by targeting not targeting the center mass of the ship, because you have a greater chance of missing. But oh, Lion, you did it again. You forgot to hit battle stations because you're forgetful. Get him, guys. Bring him down. Point defenses. Well, actually, point defenses, you don't really need to worry about them because they're nowhere near you. They are barely touching our shields. And we are utterly just. We've already. Oh, look at that. Yeah, we have ruined his shields. There's. Yeah, he's not even gonna be. He's not even gonna be able to. He's not even gonna. He's not even gonna be able to rebuild them. Ooh. All right. We've got a space pod here and a space pod here. All right. So let's change our directory and let's go for. What the heck? Let's target the point defenses. I mean, what's the worst that happens? And then we'll just fire center mass and hope for the best. If we can take out his point defenses, oh boy. Here comes the nuke. All right, that's all right. We've got fire control on it. We've got repair crews on it. And we got a guy here who's trying to make trouble, but yeah, I've got my boarding team. They're kicking butt. All right, get those things fixed, guys. And this guy's almost dead already. We haven't taken a point of damage. I tell you, I've done really well during this playthrough. I really like this Blue Star. This is a pretty cool ship. I like it. Oh yeah, this guy's got nothing on me. Say goodnight, Gracie. Awesome. All right. And we got a bunch of good stuff out of that. And we've got so much stuff that we have to drop packs for it. Okay, a tech artifact, which is nice, but a plus. Well, actually, I don't find too many things that give me plus to accuracy. That's actually not awful. All right, and then warp to the closest star. And from here, basically, we would move on to the next sector. So, pretty cool. Sadly, I lost a crew member during that little fight there. Didn't realize I had lost somebody. Memorial service. We took the whole evening to honor the lost one by browsing all the data they left behind, including their aesthetic personal encounter art collection with some truly inspiring scenes of physical or metaphorical communication. The event proceeded into a sexual encounter between some of the crew members at the end. Strange. I guess death turns some people on. Odd. But Scaldabanco has died. Rest in peace, Scaldabanco. Surely what the lost one would have wanted. Okay, let's move on to the next sector. The mothership AI. It seems a lot has changed while you were in cryosleep, Captain. We've been cut off from intergalactic news for 5 years. The rats used to be less desperate about making a profit. Alright, that's pretty cool. Got a new perk. We've met a smuggler who promises to get us a brand new rat weapon for a few exotics next time. That's interesting. So it got a new perk. That's neat. This is the summary for my sector. Cool, neat, nifty. And this is the opening to Sector 2. And poof, we appear. Sector 2, the Great In-Between. This sector is unclaimed by major factions. However, intergalactic travel guides warn of pirates. A wild sector, they call it. Grab everything you can and let's leave this place quickly. What can you tell me about the local pirates? Pirate ships are usually armed with low-quality weapons. They don't care too much about this because they usually want to get entire ships for themselves by killing all the crew. Keep point defenses online to destroy approaching border shuttles before they reach our ship. Got it. All right. See you at the second stage boss. A solipsist. We've been attacked by a solipsist. Ah, we have another claims to be consciousness here. I don't like illusions, and I will remove you. Our AI explains that solipsists believe this entire reality is just an illusion, along with all beings except themselves. This makes solipsists dangerous because they do not believe they can cause suffering to others. So we've been attacked by people who believe that none of their actions actually make a difference because everything's an illusion except for themselves. Huh. That's... I don't really know how to feel about that. Alright, I am at the end of Sector 2. There is one more planet over here I could get to, but honestly, I feel pretty good about just moving on to the next warp gate. So let's put ourselves into wartime footing, and let's go in, because, yep, we're definitely going to get attacked. What a nice ship. Too bad you're going to get it. You're going to get it taken away from you and smacked around a bit. Okay, so yeah, this is a big ugly guy. He's kind of scary. Yeah, he's kind of scary. So I'm thinking what we need to do, we definitely need to take out some of these point defenses, but at the same time, I would also kind of like to launch this nuke at him. Just to take out his shields, because it's basically an anti-shield nuke and an EMP. So I'm thinking I launch this thing at it, and I hope for the best. Maybe I'll get lucky, and I'll be able to kill it before I lose the point, the Terran point defense. But first, before I do anything, I'm thinking maybe I need to just take out this little guy here. This guy really doesn't have a lot going for him, except for a fairly good ship evasion. So I think I'm going to target his weapons and see if I can't just... Ooh, boy. See if I can't just remove this guy as a... Yeah, you know... What if we just, like, general target? What if we have, like, something... Why don't we just target this thing with the more accurate ray? And then we'll just... Yeah, we'll just blast that way. We'll take him down first. We'll kind of hold off, sort of hope and defend this against this guy as best as we can until this guy gets obliterated. Because I mean... Why not remove the pest before taking on the biggest problem? I mean, look at it. Yeah, he's almost going down. Another round, another volley, and we might just like wipe him out altogether. And there he goes. All right. So I am going to use my EMP to hit this Terran point defense. Maybe I'll get lucky, and I'll be able to remove that as a possibility to hurt me. And in the meantime, do I want to target power, or do I want to target evasion? Because he's got a lot of evasion. If I take out his engines, he's going to have a hard time targeting me. You know, maybe I should go for his shield generator. Actually, let's go for the shield generator. And then I think I'm just going to do like general midships for the less accurate weapons. Sadly, I don't have very good gunners. I really wish I could find some better quality crew for my gunners, because, yeah, my gunners are just not very good. Alright, so if I can, say, did it work? Is it going to work? Oh, you're trying to sneak in, huh? Oh, okay, so there we go. Oh, well, shoot. His shields are down. So firing this would be kind of silly. But you know what wouldn't be silly is if we switched it out for our spearhead nuke. Let's see if I picked up this spearhead nuke while I was at one of the things, and yeah, you know what? Yeah, you know what? We're firing at you. We're gonna take you out. The question is what? You know what? I'm thinking engines. That'll reduce his evasion a lot. Especially since I don't think I can damage his power enough. Yeah, he's got too much power. So you know what? We're gonna knock your engines. Get him, guys. Look at that nuke fly in. Go, 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 baby, go, baby, go, baby, go, and BAM! That just hurt his evasion really bad. He's got a lot of weapons that penetrate my shield, unfortunately, and my point defenses are doing work, but they're kind of overwhelming my point defenses. There's only so much they can do. I mean, they're obviously trying, but you know, there's only so much they can do. But you know what? Considering this is a second, considering this is a second sector boss, that went surprisingly well. Usually I have a lot harder time with him, and I usually take a lot more damage. I like this blue star. This blue star is very impressive. Ooh. Interesting. All right. And of course, as you can see, I have a lot of I have a lot of stuff. Come on, repair guys, get busy. I need to get all this stuff fixed up so I know what I've got left over on here, so I know what to dump and what to keep. And so, yeah, I will. Let me take care of this little detail real quick, and I'll be right back. Let's move on to Sector 3. It seems the pirates were drawn here because of an intergalactic war between the rats and somebody else. The reduced transparency associated with large-scale military conflicts always draws in predators of all sorts. And I got a new perk, a DIY nuke weaponized probe. Interesting. So I got a new perk. That's always nice. And looks like we got a good, good looking around, seeing stuff. Awesome. Always appreciated. And we are in Sector 3. Turns out this sector is not completely unexplored, as this star system contains an Earth research station. Let's check it out. We might find help getting home. Refresh my memory about Earth Alliance. The long cryosleep can have unexpected effects on your memory, but don't worry, this is completely temporary and will revert in time. Earth Alliance is where we received our original diplomatic mission from. It is a medium-sized and moderately advanced interstellar non-species-based civilization, majority species humans, administrated as a semi-capitalist, techno-democratic, anarcho-utopian society with slight military tendencies. Population over 500 billion. That is a terrifying idea of how we might end up. Turns out this sector is not in... Oh, okay, we already did this, so got it. All right, so in this particular mission, in this particular sector, it turns out that we actually need to... We need to complete a mission rather than take on a final boss. And that's what this is going to be here. Hedonia Research Station. This is a station AI. Call me Hedonia. We are in dire need of assistance. Last supply ship visited us 4 years ago, taking our fleet for the war effort. We haven't had any contact with Earth Alliance since. Can you help us? War? What war? A group of rogue ambassadors from Earth failed some kind of diplomatic mission years ago, prompting the entire Squid Dominion to attack Earth Alliance. The fact that I haven't heard from Earth means the war is not going well. To be honest, I'm quite worried, as much as is possible for an AI. Okay, what kind of help do you need? Our station is slowly breaking apart due to critical lack of spare parts. I have been forced to cryo-freeze our entire personnel to ensure their survival. What do you need? I need 750 units of metal to repair all critical issues and create a small resupply fleet. There should be enough asteroids and other sources of metal in this sector to collect this amount. All right. Well, actually, I kind of knew this was coming, not going to lie. And I already have some metal with us. I built several refueling... I built several refueling resources before the problem started. Some of them might be operational. I've given your AI the decryption codes so they have become visible. Take as much fuel as you need, and thank you for helping us. Thank you. All right. Access granted to refueling outposts. We should ensure that we are not spending the metal that we must collect. For example, the repair HP by crew button should be turned off in the assignments panel because ship HP repairs by crew consume metal. In other words, this right here. They're suggesting that I turn this off. Alright, so, how much metal can you spare for me? Take all you need. Thanks, I need 180 more metal, so I just gave her 570. Now, am I a fool? No, I am not a fool. Because I have been saving up a bit for this. And I don't quite have enough to give her, but I do have enough for, like, if I need to, I can repair myself, because you will find a bunch of... Oh, as a matter of fact, I forgot about my other stuff here. I might be able to just complete this right now, because I don't need... I've been finding some really good stuff. I won't lie, this has been a great run. Let's start with... I don't need this multi-container. Wow, and just like that, I've got enough. That's amazing. We don't need this Terran... Shockingly, I don't need this energy reactor that gives 15. That's amazing. That's just stunning. I'm going to hold on to this because eventually I want to replace these two with a multi-container FO. With two multi-container FOs, because I believe they'll actually end up giving me more in the long run. If I can do something better than a DIY multi-container. The synthetics and... do I want... I kind of want to hold on to this spare laser just in case I lose a laser. I don't know. Well, we'll cross that road when we come to it. Let's revisit. How much metal? Take all you need. Metal delivered. Thank you. I will defreeze our crew and give them a debriefing. Some of them would like to speak with you. I've taken the liberty to organize a social event for our crews. I think a costume party would be most suitable for the occasion. I've also shared my library of recent Xeno data with your AI. Come back soon, and don't forget a funny costume. The more awkward, the better. Alright, got a bunch of Xena data, gave them all, 750 metal total, got some organics. We will hold off and wait for the party. Ooh, ooh. Social event. Ooh, ooh. Social event. Alright, and we get the exit warp gate coordinates. By the way, the long-term exit warp gate of this sector was hidden by our forces. When the war started, I've given you the coordinates to reach it. It is now visible on your sector map. You have to complete this mission in order to get the sector coordinates for the map. So just so you know, you do want to take that whole mission thing seriously. Good party! Our crew met with the science crew of the station, who turned out to be super sweet. Their love for truth and a completely informal attitude enabled them to connect with our crew on several levels. Many stories were shared, pleasures enjoyed. The event ended with more friends and lovers than existed before. 3 locals who enjoyed getting close to our crew, requested to join our mission. Now, I have a lot of guys right now, but I actually feel like I could use, because I need to improve some of my gunners badly. So I'm hoping that at least one of these guys will end up being a good gunner. I'm hoping all 3 will be. So welcome aboard. The fresh crew brings various items and resources with them, so they're super happy to leave the station. So all in all, like, wow. That was pretty awesome, and I'm glad I kind of pre-prepared for that. So, all right, I will meet you at the warp gate for Sector 3. All right, and we are at the warp gate for the Sector 3 periphery. The Sector 4, into Sector 4. I can talk, really. It was great to meet another Terran AI at a place like this. While you were chatting with its avatar, I had some high-quality recreational AI time together with its mind. I'm pleased to report it was very recreational. I look forward to return someday, perhaps when this is all over. It's great to know how you It's great that you know how to take care of yourself. Incidentally, developers, it's no apostrophe for this particular thing. You're saying while you are chatting with it is avatar, so. Its would be without the apostrophe. Just a thing. All right, the B-Droid Engineer. An alien cyborg has promised to repay a favor he received from our ship AI 100 years ago. So a new perk. Nice. I mean, obviously that's for like another playthrough, but still, cool. And poof, we are in Sector 4. Unclaimed sector. Historic data tells that this sector is mostly unexplored by major civilizations, although it's officially owned by the Insectoid Alliance. Additionally, the famously benevolent UE have been sighted numerous times in the area. Let's explore the system before moving on. What can you tell me about the Insectoid Alliance? The Insectoid Alliance is a huge multi-species faction created against an ancient enemy. The only problem with the Alliance is its official support for nearly all traditions and religions, including the not-so-nice ones, for example, those that involve eating sentients. In this particular case, there would be a dash between so and nice as well. It would be not so nice. It's one thought. Developers, it just, it's a nitpicky thing, but I'm looking out for you. I'm trying to improve your game. All right, and then that's it. Got it. All right, so that is number 4 that we have entered. I will see you at the boss for number 4, at the gate for number 4. All right, we have reached the end of Sector 4 to Sofaz, and let's go ahead and go through the exit warp gate. And approaching ship, a massive biotech ship, rapidly approaching, with 2 smaller ones. This is a little scary. Not gonna lie. That's a big ugly dude. Those are 2 small ugly dudes. And I'm not, fond of dudes. I'm more of a ladies' man. But, you know how it goes. All right, so we have... I mean, that's a 20, and that's a 9. It would be fairly easy to shut these guys down and just beat them to death. Same thing with these, just sort of target the 2 power sources and just sort of beat him down. This will be much harder. Let's see, I'm thinking for this, we probably are going to need to... Probably going to want to target the target the shield generators. Because there's 3 of them. 4 of them. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we should definitely target the shield generators and see if maybe we can't just take those out. And then if we can just keep pounding on those things and keep them from respawning, it should be okay. Deflection 64, evasion 44. Killing the bio reaction generator might not be a bad idea either. Ooh, or these ECM turrets. These are actually pretty nasty too. Wish I had a nuke. Can I make a nuke? I can, but they've got 3 point-blank defenses, and that's just not gonna work for me. He's gonna he'll shoot it right out of the air. All right, so I'm thinking the best thing to do at this point is exactly what I was saying. Let's focus on popping the power. And let's just we're gonna focus on one guy at a time. We're gonna save this guy for last. We're at full everything, but we're probably going to take some damage out of this. These guys are no joke. Oh, yeah, I am. Yes, I was gonna say I am at. Wanted to make sure that I was at. That I was at. You know, at military strength, not at. not being silly. All right, we are absolutely wrecking this guy, which is brilliant. Kill him fast. Kill him fast. Kill him fast. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Next target. We will focus on you and you and you and you. And let's see if we can't just focus fire these guys down. If you're curious as to what my build is, there you go. You can kind of get a general idea of the kind of equipment I currently have. I've gotten really lucky, to be honest. I've gotten some really excellent gear from some very lucky drops. And so I will say that this is definitely proving to be my most successful run thus far. And I hope that I can, you know, continue this run further in. Ooh, that was a very lucky hit. All right, so we have, wow, we have 4 shield generators. I actually may be better off targeting the power sources. You know, I actually may be better off. So let's, I mean, the evasion is 44. What's our, that is a huge energy weapon. Oh, that's the thing that's currently taking some chunks off of us. Okay, good to know. This is the integrity harp. Where's the bridge? Oh, the bridge is right here. That's 8%. You know, I'm thinking we'll fire here. Do I have anything more accurate? Not really. We'll fire here. And then we'll start working on power and shields, and we'll just whittle away at this thing. Actually, no, I because these targets are too small. I mean, it'll definitely help with evasion, but I am hoping that perhaps we'll get some good lucky shots. Yeah, look at that. That's just that gun is no joke. It's one of the reasons why I really want to make sure. Oh yeah, there we go. We popped the. Yeah, it looks like we really messed up the shield generators. Maybe this is a good opportunity for us to focus. Maybe this is an opportunity for us to focus on power. And let's see if we can't just knock out some of this power, because this guy, I imagine, let's see. Come on. Yeah, 20 power. So if we can knock out his power, we're in good shape to be able to just make it so that he can't fire back at us at all, because that's literally his only weapon. Oh, what is... Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, he's hitting me. We're setting fires all over this place, which is good. He's kind of hurting us, but we're okay. We're actually not doing too bad at all. Good. There goes some of his power. The fire spread is actually really good. Let's turn to there maybe. Turn to there. We'll keep that one going on there and there. We'll see if we can't keep the fire spread. There we go. Very nice. And still at full health, even though we got a little bit of damage, and that couldn't have gone better. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right, so that was Sector 4. Let's move on to Sector 5. And we hit yes. Our actions have caused a chain reaction of events that might help us in the future. Really? Okay, I got fate points. That's neat. I didn't know that. Alright, and continue, and on to Sector 5. Arrived at to new sector. We have reached the outer edge of Earth Alliance space. Historic data shows this sector should have several Earth hegemony mining and refueling outposts, but there's none. I'm afraid we have lost this sector to the squids, and some of their forces might still be in the area. What can you tell me about the squids? I don't know anything more about than we did in the last disastrous diplomatic encounter. I suspect their emperor is nuts, has complete control over everything. Perhaps we could obtain more from Earth forces. Okay. And what can you tell me about the active war zones? War zones are full of conflict remains, including active minefields and shipwrecks. Most importantly, intergalactic wars have slaver fleets. Slavers are bad people. Kill them. Take their stuff. Got it. All right. Let me progress through Sector 5, and I'll be back for the boss. All right. We are at the end of Sector 5. And heading into the warp gate right now. Let's see what's here. 2 ships guarding. They refuse our comm. And yeah, now we gotta go and hurt their faces. Alright. Well, this is a big, ugly behemoth. However, his evasion isn't terrible. That's nice. Power is pretty rough. So I may have to maybe focus on... Oh, and the shields are really ugly. This may be a time for a nuke, depending on what happens. Looks like this is specifically to hit modules and crew. There's a lot of crew there. Maybe that'll be a vulnerable point. I don't know. However, this little guy is extremely vulnerable. We can take him out almost immediately. So let's focus on, let's see, his ship evasion. You know what? We're gonna nail the engine to reduce his accuracy, and then we're just gonna go boom, boom, and boom. We'll quickly take him down, and then we'll turn our focus onto him. What has he got? He's got some pretty ugly weapons. Actually, this guy's just a pretty ugly guy. Of course, he's you know, he's a boss, so kind of makes sense. And I am seeing some point defense, which means probably a nuke would be a little worthless. But you know, a nuke might do well here, just to take him down quickly. So why don't we do that? Why don't we send our nuke, and we're just going to send it right here and target the bridge. I don't see any point defense, so it should make it there. Let's see what happens. Come on, take... Okay, and so that's down fast. Very good. All right, so now comes the big question. What do I target here? I have the distinct... Let's see. Do we have to worry about shield? He does have some shield regeneration and some shield batteries. You know, he's got much of his energy just all lined up in the same spot. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I'm not seeing... I mean, they're all in this same area. Well, I mean, we do have multiple shield generators, too. Should I target the shield generators? I am thinking maybe the shield generators might be a good idea to target. But honestly, I'm only seeing four energy reflectors, and I mean, with all these weapons, they all use up a lot of energy. They're all one. They're all one energy. So let's try it. I mean, what's the worst that happens here? We'll go here. Yeah, we targeted him. We'll go here. We'll go here. And we'll go here. Let's see. You know what? Maybe we'll redirect that second one to here. We'll go the first one to here, and then the third one here, and the fourth one there. That way, even if they miss, they'll at least hit the primary target. That nuke did do some work over there. That helped considerably to knock that down quickly. Now comes the big question. Can we knock this ugly guy down. Our shields are continuing to hold somewhat, but he does have some weapons that kind of pierce shields. I actually feel like we can probably take this guy down. We're in good shape. We still have full, our maximum hit points available. Yeah, look at that. See, I love that EMP. That EMP is an absolute beast. It really puts a big damper on their defenses. It really helps a lot. We are taking some damage, but not nearly as much as I thought we might. There goes, yeah, and you know what? There goes one of the power things right there. You know what? We're just gonna we're gonna focus down. Yeah, we're gonna focus down the power. And just leave him completely hopeless, completely helpless, because he's only got 30. He's only got 33 left. If we could, yeah, there we go. His power's gone. His power's almost gone. His shield is history. Where's the other power that I'm not seeing? It doesn't matter. And that was boss number 5. Our utility bots grab up all that happy stuff. Excellent. I love it. Grab up all this stuff, and mining sector 5 is done. Moving on to number 6. And let's move through. All right, a new perk, Friend of Truth. Awareness of your personal... Okay. Cool. I don't know what any of these new perks I'm getting mean. Although I guess every time you complete a sector, another perk is being opened if I've been here before, maybe? I don't know. Alright, Sector 6. This fairly unexplored sector used to be part of Earth Alliance, but has now been claimed by the Squids. I've been looking into all available data on their technology. It seems their ships have not the best stealth technology. Getting a decent stealth decryptor might save us from some unnecessary fights. Actually, my sensor... Where's my sensor? I have to remember where my sensor is. My sensor actually does have a stealth detection of 2. I believe the highest is 3. So, I feel like we're doing fine. Ooh. When did we... We lost a pilot at some point. Alright. Well, I'll have to deal with that. I didn't realize I had lost a pilot, so... Alright, I will see you guys at the boss of Sector 6. Alright, Sector 6, end area. I'm about to go through the exit warp gate. I have never been here before. So, okay, Gate Guardian. 3 small ships parked around the gate, weapons hot. Fleet profile analysis suggests these are slaver mercenaries. Really? This is the gate boss? There's got to be something different to these. Wow, these guys are kind of wimpy. I mean, granted, their evasion is fairly decent, but certainly not enough to make me concerned in any way, shape, or form. I mean, these guys are actually quite, like, lame. I mean, the mischance is pretty high, but it ain't that high. Do these guys even have... No, these guys don't even have point defenses. So, I could even, if I wanted, come over here and make a couple, make a shield break. Well, I don't need a shield breaker, but maybe a fuel pack nuke. I actually kind of feel that. Oh, I forgot to put everybody on red alert. Red alert. There's gotta be more to this. It can't be as simple as that. I mean, yeah, obviously they're sending. I mean, they're sending boarders over, but. I mean, this is... There's got to be more to it than this. I mean, there's got to be. Let's just finish this guy off here real quick. Oh, and he's done. Alright, whoops. And... no, it can't be just this. I'm sorry, usually I have like a commentary going of some sort, but I'm genuinely stunned right now. This is the big boss guy at the end of episode, at the end of Sector 6? Wow! Okay. Wow, that was not at all what I was expecting. Well, that was easy. Alright, time to move on to Sector 7. New perk, the focused one. Okay. Interesting. And moving through the different things we did, which is all neat and nifty. Alright. Mothership AI, I'm getting a signal. It's an Earth hegemony warpcast transmission. Okay, let's see it. Warpcast connection established. Hello, Captain. I've been waiting for you to get here. I'll make this short. The war with the squids is not going well. We've lost about half of Earth territory. The High Command has decided that desperate times need desperate measures. We're going to seek help from the only known elder species, the Spidera. Tell me about the Spidera. The Spidera are an ancient, powerful arachnids, and consider themselves a natural enemy of all insectoids. It makes sense. Spiders prey on insects. Yeah. You probably know that the Insectoid Alliance was formed several thousand years ago to defeat the Spidera. However, the Spidera were never defeated, only repelled. They've been sighted by the space eels in a region known as the Outward Abyss. It's a tiny sector without hardly any real stars at all, mostly black holes. How do you want us to help? Since you got us in the Squid War in the first place, Earth has decided to send you into the Outward Abyss to contact the Spidera. We don't know what they want, but you'll get a package of valuables to help you bargain. That's interesting. Even a single large-scale attack by the spiders could change the war. We'll take any military help we can get. Okay, so apparently we're the one who started the Squid War because of that I guess we had a diplomatic whoops, even though we don't remember anything about it. Interesting. So they're gonna send us a package of valuables. Okay, right. How do we start? We've pulled some strings to get you well-equipped intergalactic traders here waiting for you. Take these funds and visit the local stations to prepare for the mission. We've brought Earth's largest warp gate ship into the area. Well, once you've spent the credits, go to the warp ship and it will shoot you off. Free fuel stations help you move back and forth in this sector. Good luck. Okay. That was kind of a lot of stuff. Okay, so visit the local commercial stations to prepare for the upcoming mission, then leave via exit sector. Okay, so it looks like pretty standard, like same thing it's been, just I guess with the mission. I have to visit local commercial stations. Okay, I'll see you at the end of the 7th gate. I mean, exit gate, whatever I mean. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, well, we are at the 7th sector. Literally, like, no combat, no anything in this whole sector. It was just running around and buying up free stuff is what it kind of ended up being. And now I come to the warp gate ship captain. Hello there, fellow captain. Nice ship you have there. Please take these supplies before you enter our gate, and my sincere compliments on your physique. Good luck. Yeah, if only she actually saw my physique. I don't think she'd compliment it too much. But you know, hey. Alright, new ship unlocked, the warp shell. Okay. And got another achievement. And this is the shopping district, so I just basically blitzed around and found some stuff. Alright. So we are in Sector 8. We've arrived at the to the outward abyss. Probably would be better if it was arrived at the outward abyss, but whatever. There's no guarantee we can even speak to the Spidera, but we must take all the chances we can get, seek out all the Spidera in the area, try to contact them. Okay. Visit 5 locations with confirmed Spidera sightings, attempt to establish contact. Alright guys, I will see you at the end of this sector. Okay, well, I didn't record any of the things that happened. Basically, it was one long mission where I was running around trying to find the Spidera contacts, and I ended up having to fight all of them, including this real beast of a queen spider ship that kind of wrecked me pretty bad, as you can see. But hey, I'm still going strong. I still haven't lost a single ship hit point in terms of like max hit points. So far, I'm doing pretty good. So in we go. Warp ship captain, hello again. How'd it go with the spiders? I've prepared a package of refreshments for you. Looking forward to hearing your story on the way home and getting to know you better. There's a party in our rec room tonight, and your entire crew is invited, especially yourself. The captain blushes for a brief moment. I'm being hit on by the hot blonde. This is not a bad thing. I'm not upset about this. All right, well, looks like I got a bunch of stuff. I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna scrap this. I know a lot of people just went, "What? What are you doing? That's so good." Well, yeah, actually, it is pretty good, but it's not actually as good as what I've already got. So it's like, wow, I've got some pretty impressive stuff here. I got this weapon here from the Spider Queen, and this thing's a beast. The Great Peace. You're starting to realize your intimate connection with the Great Peace, remaining calm. Okay, cool. I don't know what all these perks are, but they sound very cool. All right, Warpcast transmission. Captain, attack by the Spidera has forced the Squid Emperor to retreat to this very sector. We have sent you here to find and eliminate him. Be aware that he's hired a fleet of Sec-Corps ships to patrol the area. All right, Sec-Corps. Sec-Corps is a network of super serious security AIs who all went rogue together. took over a couple of planets, and now sells services as an intergalactic mercenary corporation. Ooh. All right, well, as you can see, we are in Sector 9. So let's get to the, I'll see you at the end of Sector 9. Okay, I'm not entirely sure that this is the end boss guy, but it does seem like, I mean, I believe I've kind of hit this, so I'm guessing, I guess the worst that happens is I'm wrong and you get to fight, get to watch me fight something else. Approaching ship. A large ship is rapidly approaching tactical range, escorted by a smaller vessel. The bigger ship is sending us a massive stream of complicated information. The Squid Emperor has sent us 10,000 pages of fine poetry about how and why you personally deserve to suffer. He must be pretty angry. Really? You had time to compose 10,000 pages of poetry? You've got a lot of time on your hands. Wow. Alright, it's you, the lower life form from before. I've ripped through the Earth fleets to find you. I don't know how you got here, but I will punish you personally. My tentacles will burrow deep into your brains. To somebody in the ship. Get them! I want them captured, and I demand somebody administers more pleasure chems to my frogs. The transmission ends. Time to end your insanity, Shogar. Wow. That's a biggin. But we're going to start with this guy because these guys are just... watch how super easy it is to take these guys down. This is like kind of sad. I mean, I've become really quite powerful. I mean, if you want to look at this, I have a 91% evasion along with my typical deflection. I've got 68 hit points. I've got a 24 shield. I've got... I mean, look at this ray gun. This ray gun is insane. I've got like 4 different ray guns. I've got 3 different, point defenses. I've got this just stuff. I will destroy you without even thinking about it. You, however, I don't know. We're gonna find out. Watch this. Boom, 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 and all of a sudden he's like already almost dead. Send another volley, and he's dead. Whoa! Biotech spawner nuke. Oh my! I think I might be about to die, or at least about to get hurt pretty badly. All right, at least those are all the nukes he's going to be able to fire at me. What's this guy's weakness? His evasion and deflection isn't too bad. Actually, this isn't that bad. I think this guy is depending on just nuking me to pieces. Because this isn't really that terrifying. Huh. Yeah, this really isn't that scary. Alright, well, let's hit your power, your power, your power, and your power. And, you know what? I'm going to see if I can slip this nuke through. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I'm thinking probably not. But just in case I can. Oh. You know what? This guy has 4-point defense. Nah, forget it. I'm not even going to waste it. All right. And... oh... wow. Okay, so fortunately, I have a lot of bots. And I don't need all of them on fire right now. I think we can go directly into repelling. And repel the borders. We'll keep one for just in case there is a fire somewhere. I might lose many bots here. Otherwise... Otherwise, everybody else needs to keep going. Except you. Why are you... Tell you what, you are now security officer, and you're actually a pretty good security officer, so... Oh, my bots. Oh, my crew. Keep going, guys. Keep holding the line. You can do it. I tell you what, Chirpy is a beast. I love Chirpy. Don't it? Oh my gosh, he's still. Man, they're still popping more of those guys. Good grief. All right, keep blazing away. I need to keep blazing away. I need to keep, because I think he's going to keep firing those things as long as he's going. So I'm going to keep the group going. Oh my gosh. No, you got to be kidding me. Oh, my crew. Quick. Guys. Defend yourselves. Why are you not defending yourselves? You should be defending yourselves. Oh, no. Oh, it's so bad. Oh, it's so bad. Are you dead? You need to die. Oh no. I might end right here. All right, everybody. I have really badly miscalculated how powerful these guys are. Wow. Repel the borders. Oh my gosh, my crew. I thought for sure I had plenty. Wow, I might die here. I'm down to 2. Oh, you've got to be kidding. He's only got 4 left. If I got anything firing right now. Okay. Blippi, where are you? Oh, okay, you're currently defending your life. Oh my gosh. I don't believe this. Where are you? It doesn't matter. Oh man, oh my gosh. All right, Sean. I need you to be a hero, man. Wow. I am done. Little pet slime can't do anything. Kitty? Can you command the bridge? Or are you just dead? We were so close. We were so close. Oh, no! Ah! Oh, well. I got to Sector 9. So, officially, I am at Sector 9. We can officially call that my submission for the content creator competition. Wow, very nice. Found a lot of modules, found a lot of stuff. I got 8 perks during that run. That was pretty good. Wow, I found a lot of modules. Can we rush this along, please? Thank you. And that's all. Okay, guys, so as I said, the official count for the content creators contest is 9. I made it to Sector 9. So, hey, if anybody can do better than that, all power to you. I wish you the best of luck. I see this as being an accomplishment for me. Frankly, I before this point, I never made it past Sector 3. So, I consider this one heck of a win. And in any case, guys, that's going to do it for this particular episode. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, do the liking and the subscribing and the commenting down below. You guys are absolutely the best fans a guy could ever ask for. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, everyone, always remember that anyone can be a mouse that roars, but it takes someone special to be a lion that squeaks. So embrace your inner lion and squeak on. Wow. I wonder if anybody made it to level 10. For this contest. Wow, I did not expect that sudden bum rush. That was crazy.